Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Joshua-Riece. Welcome! So, I've actually got a shirt on today. I've actually got a top on. It's absolutely freezing. Not living for it, not here for it, don't want it. But here we are, winter is coming. Today's video is going to be a full face of new-ish drugstore stuff. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn notification bell on, all that jazz. So I had a little look around Superdrug, Boots, all that jazz for some new-ish makeup. I don't buy makeup very often because I have shit tons here. I don't really need more. I forgot how expensive makeup actually was, even like this being drugstore stuff. Saving grace was it was on 3 for 2 in Boots and Superdrug. I have a range of products here from NYX, Revolution Pro, Milani, Eyeshadow, Maybelline collection, Barry M, the like. So I tried to kind of get a few different brands, but some that I've not necessarily even tried out before. So first thing I'm going to do is brows. My brows are actually re-laminated, so I don't know if I'm going to have to do much with them, if I'm honest, because they're kind of doing what they're doing. Oh my god, like, I actually managed to go to a shop and get them threaded rather than me keep doing them myself, which I've been doing for months. So I'm kind of living for my brows now that they're kind of shaped good and they're laminated again. For brow products, I have this Revolution Pro like micro pencil thing. Not quite sure what it's called. This is quite heavy. This is actually quite heavy, like it's quite weighted. It's nice, the packaging's nice. So on one end you do have the spoolie, and the other side you obviously have the pencil. We're just going to go in and try and fill in some of those more sparser areas I have. So we're going to go in and fill in some of those. Oh, colours are alright. And it does feel kind of dry. I know you get some pencils and it's quite like waxy and creamy, whereas this is a bit tough. It feels like it's pulling on the skin. That's pretty much the brow done. We love a quick and easy brow. I forgot how good it was to have the brows like laminated again. You just don't have to do anything. So next we're going to go in with primers. So I do have two different primers. And the reason why I've got two is that they seem very similar to me. So we have the NYX Honey Dew Me Up Primer. Okay, this isn't new, but like everyone wants to raise about it. Then we have the Revolution Pro 24 Karat Gold Serum Primer. And they look so identical in terms of like the colour and the little gold flecks and whatnot in it. So I thought I'd put half on one side of the face, half on the other, and just see if they make any difference to where the foundation lays or anything like that. So we're going to go first with the Honey Dew Me Up. So I'll put a tad here, tad there. And just on the side of the nose, and then we will just go and rub that in. What I find weird about this primer is that obviously when you get it out of the component and sort of like a little spatula thing, it looks really thick, sticky, and it looks like it'll be quite heavy. But when it goes on the skin, it just glides in so nicely and it feels so almost silky. So Honey Dew Me Up, obviously it's got like a dewy finish to it, it's really cute. Then we're going to go in with the second one. So this one is again a glass component, but instead of like a spatula thing, it has like a little pipette dropper. So this is completely different. It doesn't seem to be as thick and sticky as consistency. Let's just see how it applies on the skin. So put some on the top, some on the cheek area again, a little bit here, a little bit in the nose. This feels a lot more wet compared to the NYX one. We'll just see how it makes foundation last and how the foundation sits on top of it. That will obviously be the test of it all. So next we're going to go in with foundations. So for that I have the Collection Lasting Perfection Matte Foundation. So I did put up on my Instagram stories when I was actually thinking about doing this video. I questioned about if there was any drugstore products or brands that people wanted me to try out or could suggest for me to try out. And this came up a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of matte foundations anymore, even though I do have oily skin. I have this in the shade Maple 11, and this is supposed to prime, conceal, cover, smooth, perfect, mattify. I'm going to do one side with a brush, one side with a sponge. Dot that there, dot that there, dot that there and there, and then just... So because of everything's going on in the world, obviously shade matching and whatnot is a problem because you can't actually swatch or test anything on yourself properly. So I didn't know what shades I was picking, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised that this is a pretty good colour match. Go Josh, oh, love that for me. So I'm going to take the other side on sponge. I'll do one pump again just because that's what I did at the first side. and we'll just pound that into my face. So an initial application, I think I prefer the sponge side, which is weird because I don't normally use sponges, or I don't use sponges as often as I used to. But it kind of looks a bit more airbrushy, flawlessy and cute this side. That's my personal opinion. But if the primer stopped this from looking super matte and whatnot on my skin, I'm not going to complain. Although I'm not sure how the foundation looks without a duo primer, or how matte it actually gets, to be honest. But I'm here for that. The next thing we're going to do is go in with some concealer. So I have the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. This is in the shade 6 Cashew. Again, shades I'm not too sure about because I had to kind of eyeball it. Comes this cute, like, extra pointed doe foot, which I really like. And I put some there, and just on the corner of the eye there, and there. But I'm going to do this side with my finger, because I always tend to go in with my finger for concealers now as well. I just find that it looks a bit nicer. This does look a bit yellow on my skin when I first laid it down, but now that it's blending out, it actually doesn't look as yellow as I thought. It's actually quite brightening. Like, that's quite nice. And again, it's still got like a bit of luminosity or dew to it. Like, that's cute. And then we're going to go in with like a little beauty sponge on this side and just see if there's any difference in how it sits or looks. But apart from the fact that it seemed to have like just sucked up all the product straight away, I'm going to go with a little bit more already. I think I actually prefer it with the side that I've done it with my finger. As a whole, coverage is nice. Again, I like it because it's brightening. That could be the shade that I've bought. So far, the liquid-based products I'm actually here for. I'm actually loving my base right now. The powder, I don't know if this is new or not, but I'm going to use it anyway to kind of line around. This is the Revolution Pro Translucent Pressed Powder. So that is the packaging and it is in there. I have used this before. That's when I had line around. So I'm just going to take that on a big fluffy brush and just lightly set the face. Again, I don't want it too matte. I don't want to take away that dew that we've got there. It's still slightly poking through. Not as much as it was just a second ago, but ho-hum. But this is quite nice. It's definitely set, but it's definitely mattified the face. It's still got like a little bit of the glow poking through here from the, I'm assuming, the primer, which I don't mind, and there's still a little bit of glow on the forehead, which is cute. But anyway, next we have bronzer. I have this Revolution Pro, this is the Sculpting bronzers. So I have mine in the shade Bahia, whatever it's called, I don't know how you pronounce it if I'm honest. But I've not used these, so I'm quite excited to try these out. In terms of the way it looks in the pan, it looks very much like my Fenty bronzer in Shady Biz. So I'm hoping that it will look the same. That's cute. Oh, it's definitely a Sculpting bronzer because it's giving me like definition there as well as the bronzy look. On camera though, it looks a bit red, but in real life, like when I'm looking in the mirror, it doesn't. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to translate when I edit. Oh, look at the difference. I mean, I have got cheek filler, so there's still going to be some definition there, but look at the difference. I really like that. Oh, this is cute. It is very reminiscent of my Fenty bronzer in terms of the colour. I just look chiseled and sculpted and sexual and snatched. Oh, I love feeling myself when I do makeup. It's like a job well done. And I'm like, yay me. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't always look like a total troll. Delicious. Love that. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be like a staple. I'm here for it. This is cute. 100%. Hands down. Love it. Look at me. Oh, it's just so much fun. So next we're going to move on to blush. Didn't really see many blush products. The only places that really seem to have like nicer blushes were the Revolution ones. But I have got this one from Milani. They do stock this in Boots and Boots Online. This is a baked powder blush in the shade Berry and More. These ones are quite luminous, have a bit of luminosity to them. So I'm just going to put some of that on the brush and see how this looks on the skin. It's not the most pigmented of blushes straight off. Like, it's there, but it's not as pigmented as some of the other blushes that I use. Just dipping again. But there definitely is a luminosity with that you can see. It's added more shine. Not a bad thing, but I wanted it for the blush, not the shine. Don't know how I feel about it. Maybe in a different shade, maybe. But as blushes go, it's okay. It's not my best, it's not my favourite, but it's cute, it's okay. Right, next, I feel like this video is going well and great, and I'm not having like a lot of negative things to say, which is a plus for me. Especially after my last video anyway. We have the Maybelline Face Studio Chrome Extreme Highlighter. This is in the shade 200 Diamond Glow. I know Nick Tutorials kind of ran the road about these, and she had a shade sort of kind of like dedicated to her, or one that she brought out with her. I'm not quite sure how it was, but I've heard good things about these. So I thought I would give this a cute little go and see how we go. I'm not sure if it's going to be too light for me, given like that grey cast, but we will certainly see. So dust that. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like that. Yes, please, and thanks. Oh, that is stunning. Then we'll go here. Oh, that is gorgeous. I mean, look. That is absolutely stunning. A little bit down there. But that is absolutely delicious. Oh. Oh! Oh god, sure sign this is going well, because I'm doing all my sound effects that I've not done in a while. I can stop because I'm going to end up looking like Tim Man. Oh. Gorgeous. Right, that is definitely a staple. If you don't have these, haven't tried it, you need to, because I'm obsessed. And that's on period. Thanks. So, that is like the base done. Dusted, quick, easy, simple, boom. I love it. I'm here for it. I look like a fucking god. Head blown. Ooh. But no, I do really like this. I'm actually quite obsessed. Like, I look fucking flawless. People like must think I'm such a vain, arrogant prick, but in real life I'm really not like this. I don't like compliments. Feed me some in the comment box below. Thanks. Right, so now we're going to go in with eyeshadow, and for this we have the Barry M Neon Brights palette, which looks like this. So it looks super bright, super pigmented, super cute. One of the things I did like about this was there's no mirror. I always kind of moan that I like mirrors in my eyeshadow palettes, but this does actually say, we love the fun of makeup, but we love our planet even more. This palette comes mirrorless to make it more sustainable. How cute. Like, it's actually making it so that it can be recycled and whatnot. So this is a really cute idea. I'm going to quickly just prime my eyes, and I will bring you guys in a little bit closer, and we will try and create some magic using this baby. Zach. So guys, I'm back. I've just zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can see what's going on and get a bit more close and personal to me. So yeah, I've just primed my lids using the concealer that I used under my eyes. And we're just going to jump straight in with this palette and go in with this yellow shade here called Laser Beam. These look super, super pigmented and pretty, so I'm hoping that that's how they come out on the eyes. So I'm going to put this in the front part of my eye. Just kind of blend up. It's a bit of vibrancy to it. Not quite sure how it's coming out in camera, but it's got like, do you know, almost has like an orangey yellowy hue as opposed to being as yellow and neon as it kind of is in the pan. It builds up nicely. It's not kind of like pushing any of the colour away when I go back in and out, which is alright. I mean, it's not as vibrant as it looks in the pan. Like, they definitely don't look like the same colour at all. Next, we're going to go in with the shade Electronic, so this pink in the corner here, and we're just going to put that slightly below the yellow and in the crease. Yeah, that one definitely doesn't seem to be as colourful right off the bat as the yellow was. I mean, it's shown up on camera, but in person it's not kind of giving that same effect. I mean, they blend well together, they just, again, like, that colour's not the same. Which is a bit confusing. I'm going to try and go in with the middle pink shade Dreamer, and just try and kind of make that a bit more bold and daring. And that one has a bit more colour payoff. But there aren't really kind of like actual shimmer shades in here, so I'm just going to brush that bit onto the lid, using a mixture of those two pink shades. And then next, I'm going with the shade Shocked, so it's kind of turquoisey electric blue here, and that's going to go next to the yellow shade that we had. That's nice. That seems to be showing up a lot more than the yellow. Just try and like blow that out a little bit. I like this blue shade. Out of the ones I've used so far, I do like this one. I mean, are they the most pigmented shadows in the world? No. But it's still cute. I mean, I do kind of feel like at the minute, the way this is looking, like this is a colour combo that a clown would wear. And now we're going to go in with this purple shade here called Zested. Yes, that purple's got colour payoff too. They go really nicely together. Oh, I don't think you can see on camera, but that pink is kind of like moved and kind of faded there, so it looks a bit patchy. I mean, they're not as vibrant as they are in the pan, that's for sure. Like, you don't look at my eye and think, oh my god, that was that palette. Again, there's no shimmer shade on there, so I will just whack some of the highlighter that I used in the middle just to give it a bit more of a sheen. Whack that on and see if that can make it look a bit more, yeah, just add like a little bit more something to it. So this eye is done. I'm going to go and do the other eye camera, finesse it up a little bit, just kind of go back in, intensify some of it, do the under eye, and we'll be right back to do lips. See you in a sec. So guys, I'm back. I have just done the other eye, finished and finessed the eyes themselves, and run some colours underneath the bottom. So for mascara, I have this Revolution High Volume Blowout Mascara. So this is, I think, the one that's got like cider infusion or something. I mean, it's lengthening them and separating them, but it's not really doing a great deal of much. It's just making them really like long looking, which I'm kind of here for because I don't have eyelashes naturally. So this is the eye with mascara on, this obviously with no mascara on. So no, I don't feel like it's done too much other than make them look like I actually have lashes. So for mascara, I mean, would I reach for it often? Probably not. But for lashes, we have the Bad and Bougie Eyelaw X Plastic Boy Lashes. These are so gorgeous, so dramatic and so sexual. I love them. I'm not going to attempt to do these on camera because I'm going to get stage fright and it's going to look a mess and I'm not here for it. So I'm going to whack these on and I'll be right back. So I'm back and the Bad and Bougie lashes are on. These are them. They are so sexual. Do I feel bad and bougie? It's kind of hard not to. I always feel like it, to be honest, but these are just adding everything to this eye look. I'm obsessed with these. They went on really easy. They're so lovely. Like, obviously I had to trim them down a little bit, but they're absolutely gorgeous. The lips, I have a lip liner and a lip gloss thing. I think it's gloss. So first, the lip liner I have to use is by Lottie London. This is the Slay All Day lip liner pencil in the shade Fleek. So just like a darker brown colour. You know I love a nudie. It's actually a really nice colour and it's really creamy. I'm trying to sound really stupid, but with like pencils like this, also not like retractable or anything, can I sharpen this bit? Is that a really stupid question? Because it feels like plastic. So lips are lined, really like that colour. It's really creamy. Doesn't feel dry on the skin. I noticed with like most lip liners, they can actually make my lips feel really dry, which obviously isn't a good thing. No one wants dry lips. For like the actual lips themselves, I suppose, I have this Florence by Mills. I think it's like a gloss. This is in the shade Magnetic Mills. But I actually found this in Boots, and it was like supposed to retail for like £12 or £14, I think, and it was in like a 50p bargain bucket thing. So I was like, yes please, thank you very much, I'll take some of those. I did get a couple of colours, but I wanted to go for like a nude. So I'm going to take some of this. It's on like a little flat doe foot type thing. And you can put that in there, darling. Is it the most pigmented of glosses? No. Is it comfortable? Yes. Is it super shiny? Yes. But I wish there was more colour payoff, if I'm honest, because I wanted to lighten this up more than it has. So as far as that goes, it's comfortable. It's not sticky. I wish there was a bit more, it looked a bit more like the colour that's in here, if that makes sense. So that is the face done. That is the face done. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I actually quite like this. Considering the eyeshadow wasn't as vibrant as I thought it was going to be, by looking at the palette, I actually quite like it. Is there anything here that I wouldn't use again? I probably wouldn't use the mascara again out of everything. The mascara was a bit like, meh. Oh, and I would change the blush. But other than that, everything else is kind of like a win. But that is the end of this video. If you did like this video, give it a massive thumbs up. I wish you guys could give it too, just be extra nice to me and special. Subscribe to my channel, turn the notification bell on so you're notified every time I upload and you can continue on this YouTube journey with me. Thank you very much guys, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Mwah.